What's going on, everyone? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Good evening, everyone. It's a late show from us tonight. We'll be covering all the latest news, all the transfer news, all the goings-on throughout this evening's may well be some breaking information that comes out tonight. We'll see what goes on, and we'll cover all the latest news that's sort of trickled in this evening as well. So shout out to you all for getting in here. Thank you, Eastel T, FC Football, Skate PvP, Henry, C Talentless, Fire Up, Pogo Gamer, Shamir, FIFA Don, Stephen Carr, The Laughing Celt, TK God, Say No More Gov, Ruthless Sausage, Shamir, Cockney Red, Primot, David Hodgie, Nosy Bonk, Fire Up, Divish. Everybody, thank you very much for getting in here. Do us a favor at the start of this show. Smash the like button on it. Give it a big thumbs up as well. That helps us out. Share it around on the social media if you want to do that as well. You can follow us on Insta. I've posted my link in the top of the live chat there. So if you want to give us a follow on Insta, go give us a follow over there and get yourself involved throughout the show, folks, in the live chat. We have a fully interactive show here. We're going to be getting in there raw with all the latest info and updates throughout the show. Cheers. Yeah, it's all bad news, Dilly Hill. More or less, bro. More or less. Thank you, FC Football. Cheers, Gav. Rush Mano, absolute legends joining us. Yeah, do us a favor, drop a like and have your say in the chat with the legends. But let's get into the news today then. So early doors in this evening's show, we're going to leave the Ronaldo stuff for a minute because, well, it's just too damn depressing, isn't it, guys? We'll get onto it in a little bit. We talked about it quite at length a little while ago, but we have had some new updates come in regards to some transfer news for us signing players, which we're going to cover first now. And of course, the Ronaldo news is not going to go away. That is interesting, which we'll cover shortly in a little bit. But to begin with, let's talk about this. So we've got a new update here sorry, that's the wrong one. We've got a new update here that Arsenal are scheduled to meet Ajax next week. This is from David Ornstein, who posted this about an hour ago. Arsenal are scheduled to meet Ajax next week as Lissandro Martinez battle continues. Arsenal and Man United are both think he's keen and personal terms will be no issue. If Ajax get what they want, i.e. 50 million euros fixed, then it shouldn't be an issue bringing him in. Ten Hag factor key, but the race still open. So if Arsenal really want to pay big money for this guy, if they want to go in and have a big offer, it sounds like they're maybe slowing down the deal in general just because there is more than one club that's interested. So they're understood to have a meeting next week now. Well, it doesn't necessarily look like this thing's going to get done immediately, quickly, and over in a few days' time, let's say. It's probably going to take a little bit of time to get Lissandro Martinez done, just because Arsenal are still sniffing around him, and at the moment, Arsenal haven't pulled out of the deal. And all that does mean is that, of course, Ajax are going to try and get as much money as they can for this guy. And if Arsenal are prepared to go in for a third transfer offer for him and submit a bid, it's going to make it slower again for Manchester United. So it depends on what they do, in all fairness, as well, in regards to how slow this is. But Man United are expected to get this guy. It's just a case of they've got to try and get to their top limit for this guy that they're going to spend for him. And if Man United are prepared to pay that or beat that, I mean, it's possible that Arsenal just decide to just do one away from the deal once they know that United is realistic to sign him because of the Ten Hag factor. But they may push us up a little bit just because they're shithouses, aren't they? And they are interested in him. They've done the negotiations for this deal for us, pretty much. So they had a 30 million euros offer submitted, and that was rejected. And they also submitted an improved 40 million euros offer, which was rejected. And now we've gone in there with what is understood to be a 45 million euro offer, guys, which is essentially 41 million euros plus 4 million euros in add-ons. So the situation is we've just put a bid in ourselves. We're not necessarily expected for that to be accepted. It's just an early negotiation. We have bettered the offer from Arsenal, essentially. And now they're going to meet with Ajax soon and decide whether or not they're going to beat our offer, etc. So, we have got a little bit of competition to sign this guy, but personally think that really, if it comes down to choosing Arsene Hollands or choosing Manchester United, then this guy's going to choose United because of Ten Hag. And because, let's face it, we are a much better club than shitty Arsenal. So we should hopefully be able to get this guy in. I would love to feel as optimistic and as positive as I was yesterday, but we've had a bit of a kick in the old digital love spuds today, guys, haven't we? we've had a kick in the love spuds today, folks. And we've had the wind taken out of our sails with this Ronaldo news. And, of course, even some De Jong information coming out with the quotes from Joan Laporta, Barcelona president, etc. So we'll get into that in a little bit too. But just want to cover the new transfer stuff that we've got in regards to Lisandro Martinez. So €45 million offer. And it's expected that if Ajax get what they want, which is around €50 million, Martinez will have to choose between United and Arsenal. United and Arsenal. He's said to have been told that the only option will be consider a move to the Premier League this summer. So he definitely wants to play in the Premier League. Perhaps he would be keen to play for Arsene Hollands, but he'd prefer really to play for Man United. That would be the preference, to reunite with Ten Hag and just get back to playing with Ten Hag and a Ten Hag system, part of that big new project at Manchester United. That's the plan. So hopefully that's what's going to take place. We'll have to beat Arsenal for the signature. We'll have to try and, I guess, at the very least, match Arsenal. We'll see what sort of offer they're going to be putting in now. Match Arsenal for the offer. And then, of course, Manchester United will have to agree personal terms. But it shouldn't be an issue, folks. Lisandro Martinez should be a player that United can sign from Arsenal. Let's not say it's definitely done or anything. It's not even anywhere near. We've just had an initial offer submitted, which they may reject. So there's still quite a little bit to do in this one. If United have the ambition to get the deal done quickly, though, i.e. before we go off tour, maybe we can speed up those negotiations and get an agreement in place for closer to what they want. €50 million guaranteed. It's a lot of money, but it seems like a decent fee, £43 million to pay for a player that's 24, that has that reputation, that history with Ten Hag, and is a good talent. So don't really feel bad about paying that much money for him. Let's ask the chat, how much do you think we should go to bring in Lisandro Martinez, folks? Have a vote in the chat. Let us know what you're saying. We don't have to beat Arsenal at all. Martinez wants United. Exactly, Poga. In terms of like the amount of money, because let's face it, if Arsenal were offering a lot more money, then Ajax would want to at least to at least match that deal, wouldn't they, really? And so therefore it becomes an economic situation if we're prepared to do so. 45 mil says ZX Flames, 65 says FC Football, 45 says Animations, 50 says Whip, 40 says Pogo, 45 says Daniel Lees. Yeah, 45 max. 45 max, I suppose, would be just about acceptable, wouldn't it? Yeah, nice one, guys. 282 legends in here. Smash that like button if you haven't. Let's set a target of 200 likes for today's stream. Drop a little thumbs up on this one. If you're just getting in here, it helps us out, boosts us up in the algorithm and all that jazz. You know the score. You know the score. Drop a cheeky little like on it. You know it makes sense. So they're scheduled to have a meeting with Arsenal next week. We are still in pole position to sign the guy, though. Like, there's really not anything to stop us, I don't think, as long as we're prepared to match everything that Arsenal are offering. There'll be no problems there. And it's also understood that Lisandro Martinez would jump at the opportunity to reunite with Ten Hag so quickly, because he's obviously had a big part of his development in his career anyway, and he's already told them that he doesn't really want to stay there. He wants to go to the Premier League. And Laurie Whitwell's given us an update this evening as well that says, when agreeing the latest contract, an understanding was reached that the club would not stand in his way of such an opportunity. And Manchester United are vying with Arsenal for the defender. So it's basically a two-horse race for Martinez. But the only difference is both of the horses in the race are slightly disabled, but one of them's got like 3 legs and the other one's got 1. Thankfully, we're the one with 3 legs. You know what I mean? Thankfully, we're the horse with 3 legs. They've got a horse with 1 leg, which is Arsenal, which is going to be very slow, and they're not going to be able to get the deal. So, really, we're probably going to be getting him. Hopefully, anyway, guys, that's the case. G-Wolf United, how are you doing, boss? I hope you're good. And Vutilator and RJ and all the legends. John O'Denton, how you been, dude? Dabo, CZ Bam, everyone, thank you for getting in the chat, guys. Let's just have a look at this Informazione that I've got here as well in regards to, hang on a sec, what's this? Matty Rushmano sent me a couple of things through. Let's just see what this is. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I've heard about this, actually. So he said staff have been forced to order new mower blades in order to complete Erik Ten Hag's orders for specific turf height at the club's training complex. He wants to shave down the millimeters of the grass there in order to make it slick like a carpet, apparently. Interesting. So Erik Ten Hag, the landscape gardener as well. You know, it's it's looking okay in regards to Ten Hag and training, but can we get some bloody players in for him to train? This is the question. Alex Telles is also next in line to be offloaded by Manchester United. It's understood that he could be offered around to clubs very, very soon. Just some reports that are coming out late this evening, guys. Also, as it stands, Eric Bailly's plan remains the same, to be part of Manchester United's tour and pre-season and maybe convince the new manager to play him. And he wants to try and fight his way into the team, apparently. But there are some reports that Fulham and other teams are interested in bringing him in. Anyway, so back on to Lisandro. Those are just a couple updates that come through now. Back on to Lisandro Martinez. It's looking quite possible that, we could see us signing him. But, hey, look, I don't believe anything at the moment, guys, until these players are actually there with the manager holding the shirt and are not just it's not just speculation, because look, this De Jong stuff's going on, guys. Let's talk about this De Jong stuff for a second. This De Jong stuff, smash the 69 in the live chat if you've had just about enough of all this De Jong shite. You know, in all fairness, like we've got comments from Joan Laporta now, Barca president, saying things like, they don't want to sell him, and of course it's just really it comes down to an economic situation, but they're going to try to do everything in their power to not sell him. Lots of people getting 69s in there. It's bloody annoying. Look at this. I mean, look at this. I thought this was funny. So there's an update here from Fab in a manner of speaking, because somebody called Everything United messaged Fab and said, "Don't give us any update about De Jong anymore. We're fucking tired and sick of that shit." And Fabrizio responded to him and said, "The situation," this is just literally half an hour ago, "the situation for De Jong is the same since last Monday, mate. Agreement close with Barca. Personal terms not even discussed yet. I'm not the one who told you we'll be done with by the 30th of June. I always said it would take time, and it's not agreed on the player side yet." Yeah, that's right, guys. So, so in terms of like where we're at with the deal, not agreed on the player side yet. I mean, we knew that, right? So anybody who's been telling you, some reports out there that there's personal terms been agreed with Frankie de Jong, I mean, that's obviously not the case. They may have had verbal conversations to say, "Hey, look, can we afford this sort of money? Would you be interested in this?" etc. But nothing's agreed and personally signed there. And it's usually only done as and when around the time of the clubs agreeing the fee and agreeing the deal. So, Fab's going in there, raw Aiden Feeney. That's it. So Fabrizio, obviously, he's pretty instrumental in all these deals. I mean, look, he broke the Malacia deal the other day. He's obviously a very respected, well-trusted journalist. So we've got no reason to doubt Fabrizio Romano. And I would go as far as to say that even if the De Jong deal did obviously fall down, it's not Fabrizio Romano's fault. He's acting on information that he's got to the best of his abilities, and 99% of the time it is correct. So sometimes there's always going to be something that snags a deal or something that makes a deal fall down at some point for whatever reason, when it looks like it's going ahead and people have said, "Hey, look, it's pretty much more or less going to go ahead." But he still hasn't ever given a here we go or any situation like that. He's just always said that it's an agreement in principle, and essentially it's a 65 million euro offer and then a cheeky little 85 million in total, so 20 million euros in add-ons, which they were working out, and that's how he's left it. He's never said anything more than it's advanced than that, and things take time. So obviously you can't get on people like that. But this guy here, Everything United, going in raw. Fabrizio just saying that the situation's the same. It's nothing agreed on the player side anyway, and it'll take a bit of time, basically. Forget De Jong and get Bellingham, says Whip. Bellingham's like 100 million or something they want for him, apparently. I don't see that happening either, but hey, look, Joe Navarre says, "For fuck's sake, De Jong ain't coming, move on." Guys, do you think De Jong's coming to United? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me get into the live chat with a poll. Let me get a poll up. You know what my opinion is? Yes, he is coming. I think this is just bullshit comments here from that bullshitter, Joan Laporta. You know what I mean? He's on there going in raw. But does De Jong sign for United? Yes or no? I'm going to ask the community, have a little vote in the poll, guys. Let us know your opinion. I think yes. It's just going to take a little bit of time. There's a few stumbling blocks. Look, this guy's comments, you can't really necessarily believe everything that he's saying there. All he said is that he'll try everything in his best to keep Frankie de Jong, and that Frankie doesn't really want to go. That's true. But their economic situation is not the best. Some people are saying, they've obviously restructured things recently. They sold off some assets. They've sorted their finances out, so they're linked with a lot of players again now. But they still want to sign a lot of players and strengthen elsewhere, unless Xavi just wants to stick with De Jong, in which case, why have they been wasting our time for all this time? It just makes no sense at all. Hey, we got a super chat here, a £20 super chat, man. Thank you so much there from Rory C. Holy shit, the Bedved Pavel Nedved lad. He said, Frankie de Jong has defo said off the record to Eric Van Haag he will sign for United if Barca can reach a deal. No way would we pursue this if they never happened. But with no Frankie de Jong, the same can sign two of Tielemans, Neves, Sangare. Yeah, great shout, Rory. Rory, I'm putting my hands up like this, mate, because you're spot on, lad. And of course, there would have been had conversations had behind the scenes between Ten Hag and the representation, or even just directly to Frankie. And probably directly to Frankie. Just cheeky little phone call on a Sunday afternoon. Look, if we can get this deal done and you're pushed out of Barca, are you coming to play for me, Frankie? You know, and they've got a relationship there. There's nothing to suggest that we'd be led down the garden path. Look, I genuinely do not think that Frankie de Jong wants to leave Barcelona. I don't think he does. But they may want to sell him. He's worth quite a bit of money. He's maybe not too huge of a player for them. He's in terms of like indispensability, because, well, obviously he's not, because they're looking to move him on. So he's obviously somebody that they think, oh, okay, he's worth quite a lot of money. He's an asset. We don't really want to sell him, but because he's worth a lot, man, we could do a lot with that money. It seems to be the case. So look, we wouldn't be in this situation. I completely agree with you, Rory C. We wouldn't be in this situation if we didn't have at least somewhat of a verbal communication from Frankie de Jong or his team to Ten Hag United that they would be prepared to come and play for us if we could get a deal done with Barca. So I completely agree with you, Rory. So anybody saying that, oh, Frankie doesn't want to come and he said no to United, that's not true. We wouldn't be at this stage wasting 3 or 4 weeks of the summer window in order to do this if we didn't already know that there was more or less a guarantee that he would be up for coming. So spot on, Rory. Thank you so much for your super chat. Can we all get a sue in the chat there for Rory, you don? Oh, Zayn Miassi, give it a rest, son. Zayn Miassi, thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. It's a super sticker. It says game over. Fucking hell, Zayn, mate. Well, let's see, man. Let's see. We need to get some players in, that's for sure. We need to get some players in, bud. Thank you, Zane, for that as well. Can we get a Sue? Can we get 3 Sue? Actually, get a couple of Sues in the chat, just to remind Zane of those couple of goals that Ronaldo scored against him this season just gone. So Tonk Nash says, what's the news, pig mate? Hey, bud. So basically, David Ornstein said that Arsenal is scheduled to meet Ajax next week as basically the Lissandro Martinez battle continues. So one for Zane here, you know, Arsenal and United are basically in a shootout to try and sign this guy. Zayn Miassi's got another super chat in here, and he says, Pig, if Ronaldo leaves, what position will you finish, says Zayn Miassi. I mean, it depends who we replace him with, doesn't it? But in all honesty, based on how things are looking at the moment, even if we do sign Eriksen, De Jong, Malacia, and Lissandro Martinez, I'm going to say about the same. I think we'll be about the same, 6th. What do you guys think? If Ronaldo leaves, where do we finish? I don't see how we can get a goal scorer of that quality in such a short space of time when no bastard wants to come to us. You know, when no bastard wants to come to us, I don't understand how we can get anywhere, how we can get anybody of the same caliber. That's the problem. Hey, K Slater, Jose Bravo, what's going on? You can't say Sue as he's leaving, says Zayn Miassi. I can say it in a sad way, Zane. I can say Sue. You know what I mean? I can say it in a sad way, Zane. Don't tell me what I can do, yeah? You know what I mean, Zane? Don't tell me what to do, man. Right, anyway. Zayn Miassi, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Let's get a double Sue in there to remind him of those goals. Anyway, Ronaldo scored against the Arsenalens. 10th says Duncan Belifo. 8th says Aaron Spear. 15th says Real Bro. 7th says K-State without Ronnie. 8th or 9th. I mean, yeah, I don't see how we're going to be improving that much. When you take a key player out the side like that, some people say, like, did you see, obviously, Jamie Carragher's fucking stupid fucking comments earlier, mate, where he's talking about, oh, Ronaldo made Man United worse. And he's questioning his loyalty, saying, you know, oh, he wasn't the fact that he, but Man United came and he wanted to go to United, blah, 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 some bullshit. I can't remember what he said now, but it pissed me off anyway. And basically what he's insinuating is that Ronaldo's not loyal to United. Ronaldo is loyal to United to a point. He is a legacy player, and the reason he's still playing at his age is because of course, his legacy. He wants to continue playing the game, loves the game, and he wants to play at the highest level for as long as he can. Don't want to be playing Europa League guff. His ideas are above our station at the moment, unfortunately. He has proper ambition, and we've just got a bunch of bottle job owners who don't really share the same ambition, which is why we've got to this stage of the window without signing a single player yet. And that's the reality. That's the reality. Like, he's just too good for us, guys. That's the reality. It's not that he doesn't want to be here at United. And the whole reason he came back to United was to have that project. Jamie's insinuating that, the only reason he came back was for money or something, I guess. It's bullshit. The reason he came back is because we finished second under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There was a sense that we were progressing. There was a sense we could challenge. There was a sense that if we signed a few missing pieces of the puzzle, we would be a really good team. We got Ronaldo, we got Sancho, we got Varane. Who was to predict just how much of a shit season was to be ahead of us? I didn't think anybody thought it would be that bad. So, in all fairness, it's just one of those guys, like, it didn't work out, but now we're in a position where we cannot give Ronaldo what he needs. And Ronaldo's just such a don, he needs to be playing in the top flight of every single competition that he's in. We can't convince him to get that Europa League trophy, mate. Hey, John Anderson, what's going on, mate? Hey, Jordan Lopez, can't stand Carragher. I know, mate, he's a saliva-ridden melt, isn't he? Zayn Miyasi, thank you so much for another super chat. And also, screw you, guy. No, I'm just kidding. He says, my profile photo is with R9. When I met him, I said he should play for Arsenal. That was in 2016. He laughed, but at least I tried, says Zayn Miyasi. Right, R9? R9. Anyway, do you mean what the fuck? Okay, fair enough. Well, what? I mean, you wouldn't even get that guy playing for you right now, pal. You know what I mean? What the fuck are you about? Zamiasi, thank you very much for your super chat, boss. Mark Harris, what's going on? He says, put Frankie de Bentos in the bin now. Get big bastards in. Go and get Sangare, maybe. I don't know. Listen, I think it's going to get done. People are freaking out a little bit. I think it's going to get done still. I mean, the vote in the live chat is actually quite interesting. There's a lot of lack of confidence right now, folks. So look at the vote. So there's 260 votes on the poll. Does De Jong sign for United? And only 48% of the chat say yes. 52% of the chat say no. That's a bit telling, that is, folks. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Mark Harris, for your super chat. Hey there, Majak. He says, this is Power Play by CR7. Get signings plus trophies. Great shout, man. I'm with you on that. I'm going to get into that in just a moment, actually, but I'm just catching up the chat here. But yes, definitely agree with you, my friend. Thank you so much. Rory C says, Zayn the Don. I think he must be a United fan masqueraded as an Arsenal fan. That's kind of what I think too, mate. He just loves it, doesn't he? He loves it. He coming in here with all these hot comments all the time, mate. Surely no Arsenal fan actually believes some of the stuff he says. Majek says, Portugal sources say CR7 hasn't demanded a transfer. Well, that's excellent. Let's just get on to Cristiano then, seeing as everybody wants to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to think about the prospect of the GOAT leaving the club. But let's get on to it then, seeing as everybody wants to talk about it, guys. I mean, the facts are, it could be a ploy to try and get the Glazers and to try and get this recruitment team United to do some business and to try and be ambitious to get us the players we need. Because it's kind of like saying, hey, look, all of these plans that we're planning for this season, they're all going to be pulled out from underneath you if you don't actually set us up for success. He's quite a demanding individual, Ronaldo. He's not come here for second place. He's not come here for sixth place. He's not come here to not win trophies. If we can't play in the Champions League, then he at least wants to feel like we can challenge in other competitions and have a squad capable of getting the business done. So I've got nothing but admiration for him if that's the case. If this has been leaked out by Mendes, etc., because Ronaldo feels like this is just a slow window and wants to try and put pressure on in order to get the players in, then that's a masterstroke move, and it's a good one because it's hopefully going to work. It's alerted a lot of clubs to his position. You know, Napoli interested, Chelsea had an interest, Bayern Munich had an interest. There's plenty of teams that will be going for him. But we shouldn't sell him for anything less than 50 or 60 million pounds, even at his age, because he's worth too much for us. I don't think we should let him go, but hopefully we can make him happy by signing really good signers, really good players, get him in here, you know, let him obviously have a bit of confidence that we're actually going to try and compete for things this year. We can't win the league, guys, and we can't win the Champions League because we're not in it. But maybe we could pick up a cup and get in the Champions League and put in a good season if we actually had a good squad. Unfortunately, we've signed nobody just yet. We haven't signed anybody. Okay, Malassi is done, but we haven't signed anybody just yet. We've also seen 6 players go out in the summer, so our team is just in a gasher position than it was last year. Zayn Miyasi says, people can worship Ronaldo and not support United. I think a lot of United fans don't appreciate him, says Zayn Miyasi. Sounds like you got the old soft spot there for Ronaldo, Zayn. Fair enough. Well, that's strange, isn't it? Now, fair enough. I know what you're saying. There were some Arsenal-related players that you had an admiration for. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say, nah, you're wrong. Worship an opposition team player. Worship, Zayn. He's an Arsenal fan, guys. I mean, he's a Man United fan, guys. He's supposed to be an Arsenal fan. Zayn Miyasi, it's all coming out, man. I think we're finding out the truth about this guy. It's all making sense. He's a closet Man United fan. Sleep tight. Thank you so much for your super chat. He says, is there any way we can fire Man United's Insta admin? We can campaign it, my friends. Let's campaign it. Let's get Richard Arnold on the case, mate. Hey, Whip, thank you so much for your super chat, boss. He says he must already have a deal in place or he wouldn't have come out and said this. Why couldn't he have said this at the end of the season, says Whip. Well, by the end of the season, it's all too late, right, for Ronaldo. He's only got a limited amount of time left. Think about his age and just how long he's got at the top of the game. I don't know if he's really got the option for a lot of for a lot of time to wait to the end of the season. He wants to add to his legacy. The likes of Messi, he will be looking over at the record books, going, right now, I've got the most goals in Champions League history, and all this yada yada, all the rest of it, going for Ballon d'Ors and etc. And then he's going to be looking over that farmer Messi farmer, chewing a piece of straw with a pitchfork in his hand. Although he's adding trophies to his cabinet though. And he's adding some shitty League One trophy, which is just an extra little accolade. He's adding goals in the Champions League because PSG are playing in the Champions League. And Messi's closing him down in terms of the statistics in the Champions League. Now, I know he says he doesn't care about the statistics, etc. But I'm sorry. If you're Ronaldo and you've put in this body of work over the years where you're number one, you want to try and cement that position as much as possible. Not have it ruined by the fact that the club you've gone to is a complete melt shambles and fails and just bottle jobs it behind you. Ronaldo update. What's this now? Let's have a little look at this. Hey, look out. Thank you for the £1 super chat. Thank you very much for the £1 super chat. Okay, let's have a little look at this then. Thank you very much for getting in here. Let's see what this is. So we've got an update from Fabrizio Romano. It says Cristiano Ronaldo appreciates Erik ten Hag and is convinced that he's the right man for the job. But he can't do it alone. United need to make a strong statement on the market. Ronaldo is really disappointed. Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go, man. That's it. I mean, that's it, isn't it? Ronaldo's really disappointed, guys. There you go. We haven't done anything yet. De Jong's not in. We've just been fannying around and it's so slow. And we need to do something ambitious. So, interesting. That's interesting to come out via Fab. That obviously, you know, that is... Yeah, I mean, of course that's the situation because we haven't got anybody in yet. It's terrible, folks. It's absolutely terrible. Let me get that up on the screen for you guys. That's not the one. That's an official proposal for Lisandro Martinez, though. But let's have a look at this one here. Give me a moment. Okay, so I'll pop up on the screen here, guys. Cristiano Ronaldo appreciates Erik ten Hag and is convinced that he's the right man for the MUFC. But he can't do it alone. United need to make a strong statement on the market. Ronaldo is really disappointed. I'd be fucking disappointed too, guys, if we haven't got anybody in yet. This United team needed a lot of investment, and it looks like it's slowly coming together. But really, we needed to have a proper, ambitious transfer window, the type of window where you do get in 7 top players, in all fairness, to try and actually close the gap with those scummer teams above us. So, yeah, I had a meltdown earlier, John. I'm shattered tonight, mate. To be honest, I'm just disappointed, just sad with how the day's gone in regards to United's transfer dealings. It's taken the wind out of our sails, guys. It really has. We were feeling positive. It felt like there was a bit of momentum. Malasia's come in. De Jong was coming. Christian Eriksen could be coming. Ronaldo was going to be there firing in the goals. And now there's a lot of doubt, and it's in question as to whether or not he will be here, guys. We need to spend at least 40 quid, says Mark Harris. Zayn Miyasi, thank you very much for your 4.49 super chat. He says, Eddie and Ketia scored a hat-trick today. Imagine him and Gabriel. We will hit 30 for 40 goals combined. Zayn Miyasi, you are on crack, lad. You know what I mean? Gabriel and Eddie Nketiah will hit 30 to 40 goals combined. Mate, are you taking a piss, bro? Nketiah he's fucking bang average, my son. And Gabriel Jesus got 8 goals for Man City last season. What makes you think he's going to get 20 plus for you? You're off your tree, Zayn. You're off your tree, man. I mean, God almighty, I worry about you, Zayn Miyasi. I seriously worry about you, Zayn Miyasi, lad. But, you know, thank you very much for getting in here with that pure delusions of grandeur, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Those pure delusions of grandeur. Enyor says Zayn is smoking the exotic stuff. Okay, so Cristiano Ronaldo appreciates Erik ten Hag and is convinced that he's a right man for Man United, but he can't do it alone. So maybe this is a power move. I hope it's a power move. Let's see, guys. Smash your 1 in the live chat if you think this is a power move from Ronaldo's team and Ronaldo just to try and force through some transfers and get some ambition. Or smash a 2 if you genuinely think he wants to go. Let us know. Rush Marno, thank you so much for the £5 super chat. He says, on a positive note, arseholans are being arsenholans. They are, aren't they? Yeah, they're going to get stitched up. They're going to get hijacked deals and stuff. They're going to be bottled merchants all over the place. Hey, Kate Cadet, what's going on, bud? And the V8 golfer, Stephen, hello, Vincent Bullock, Marky Harris, and everyone as well. Yeah, thank you, Rush Marno there, bro. The power move, lots of people putting 1s in the live chat think it's a power move. A few people say 2. Owen Thorne, Adam Maloney thinks that he wants to go. It's a split, isn't it, folks? It's interesting. I mean, I don't know, guys. I think it's maybe a bit of both. I think maybe Ronaldo would be looking to leave this football club if we don't do what he wants, which is to try and get some proper signings in here. People like Frankie de Jong should be through the door already. We should have Eriksen signed already. You know, we should get these guys sorted out. We should be capable of convincing these players to come. And unfortunately, yeah, our ambitions are not matching that of Cristiano Ronaldo at the moment. So it is a bit of a shame. Also, just yet, so earlier on, Ornstein said, obviously, he sort of broke the news earlier that Cristiano Ronaldo, I think it was Duncan Castles originally, but everyone confirmed that Ronaldo's been told that he wants to leave this summer. The view from United, however, is that Ronaldo is not for sale and he remains under contract with them for another year. So, you know, nothing's really changed there. It's like he's still a United player, guys. We still have his contract for another year. What can he really do? Seth Backrow's just become a member of the channel, mate. Let's get those Phil Jones Gurn emojis in there. Thank you so much there, Seth Backrow, for becoming a member of the channel. I hope you're good tonight, mate. And thank you so much for re-upping that membership, you Don. Get your favourite channel member emoji in there to welcome Seth Backrow in, guys. Please do say hello and welcome Mr. Seffi in here. Hey, Ellie, thank you for getting the Bacon Brigade emojis in. How are you doing tonight, Ellie? Welcome in as well. Hope you're good. And Ulf793 also. NK Shooter. Carl Tech. All the legends getting in here. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Thank you for joining us. We'll have a big Q&A. So I know I'm waffling and not here, folks. We will have a big Q&A at the end of the stream like we always do. So please be patient and get your thoughts and opinions in for then. We will dip in and out and read a bunch of comments. There's 561 legends in here. We can't read them all, though. But I tell you what, if you stick around to the end, we will read them all. Do us a favor, though. Drop a like on this video also. I don't know how many likes we're on now, folks, but let's see. 205. Get in. Baby, we did it. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got us 200 likes, baby. Guys, thank you, everyone who smashed that like button. That's incredible. Let's get to 300. Oh, holy crapola. Solskjaer99 with a super chat says, worst FIFA career mode email opening ever, says Solskjaer1999. Right, yeah, you're so right. Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave. Good shout, good shout. Thank you for dropping a subscribe there, Stephen. I appreciate that. Nice one, bud. Yeah, if you guys are new to the show, please hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 60,000 subscribers now. If you want to help us get there sooner, then please hit the subscribe button if it's your first time here. We are on here every day giving you the latest United news. We've got a great community here called the Bacon Brigade, who we chat United with. So please get yourself involved. John Zanfilopoulos, what's going on, John? Hello, welcome in, mate. Thank you for your Aussie Dozzy Dollar super chat there from Dan Underbro. He said, would you still support Ronaldo if he went to a rival like City to win a trophy? Hey, thank you for your super chat there, John Zanfilopoulos. I appreciate that, man. You know what? No. If he went to City, he's dead to me, mate. If he went to City, he's a scum pie. There's no way that I'd be interested in No, I couldn't get behind that, mate. He's not going to go to City, though, is he? There's talks of him wanting to go to Chelsea. Sorry, not him wanting to go to Chelsea, I should say. There's talks of Chelsea wanting Ronaldo. He's not going to go to Chelsea, guys. He's not going to do us dirty like that. He loves United in his own way, of course. Of course, look, his legacy may come first. But certainly he does like United. He's been here. We made him. We helped make him. Alex Ferguson days. We helped make Cristiano Ronaldo. He's come back to United for a reason. He had high expectation and high hopes and came back with the best of intentions. And we shat all over his strawberries. But because of that, yeah, it's going to be maybe hard to convince him to stay for the project. But I think there's no, there should be no question about his loyalty there. I don't think he'll go to City or Chelsea or a rival. If he's going to leave us, I can see it going to somebody like Bayern Munich or maybe even PSG or maybe even Real Madrid. Richie Rich, and also, who else just subscribed? Chantel, was it? No, Kaylee Bryan. Thank you very much for hitting the subscribe button, guys. Appreciate you hitting the subscribe. Nice one. Oh, my goodness. Zamiassi won't give it a rest, will he? Thank you, John. Thank you, Zamiassi. He won't give it a rest, this guy, mate. Zane, will you just give it a rest, mate? He sent another one. He says, Pig, I'm off to play Warcraft and have a cigar. Oh, thank you, bud. He says, I'll leave you guys in peace. Up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Zamiassi, you're bloody legend. I'm only joking. It's only a bit of banter. Thank you for supporting the show big time, mate. And, yeah, please go and play Warcraft, mate. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Go and live out some sort of delusions of grandeur in Warcraft as well, please, mate. Yeah, go and try and win a treble in Warcraft or win the Champions League or something, mate. Nice one. Same as he. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Come and get a Sue in the chat with a sad face. Let's have a look at this. We got a new tweet. Hold on a sec. We got a new tweet from Fab. Let's have a look at this, guys. It's just come out. Let's have a look at this, folks. Give me a second. So, right, yeah, okay. Interesting. Check this out, guys. So, Fabrizio's just tweeted this, just to give you a clear update of the situation, basically. He said, Cristiano Ronaldo's situation, CR7 likes Ten Hag, but asked to leave also because he wanted new signings. Man United insist he's not for sale as they want him to stay. Mendes will push again with many clubs. PSG are not working on it. Nice. Oh, that's cool then. That's good then, guys. That's, well, it's not really cool, is it? But, you know, there's definitely clubs that are interested in him. That's the problem because he's such a good player. And if he really wants to go away, it's hard to convince a player like that to give it his all for you. But like I've said before, Ronaldo's not like a Pogba type player, I don't think. I think he's the type of player that if he's here and he's playing for Manchester United, whether or not he wants to be here or not, if he's contracted to be a Man United player, he's going to give it his all out there for you on the pitch. He's going to still want to score you a lot of goals and stuff. So I don't really buy this whole, oh, we'll have an unhappy player on our hands if we refuse to let him go. Fuck that, man. Get out the gaffer tape, the handcuffs, and fucking chain him up in the dungeon, my son, as far as I'm concerned. This guy needs to be on 24/7 lockdown. Fucking get him under lock and key. Don't let him out the house. Let's get him a fucking heart rate monitor. Let's test his blood. Let's fucking make sure. Let's fucking get a, let's get a fucking fly on the wall in his apartment. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this guy on lockdown, my son. You know what I'm saying? We're not letting this guy go anywhere, pal. You're not going anywhere. It's as simple as that. We can do that. We've got his contract. He doesn't have to go. This guy is a Man United player, end of. So, look, to me, it makes more sense for us to lose him on a free transfer in a year's time, which was always going to be the plan anyway, rather than just to let him, go to a different rival or a different team even somewhere where they're not going to give us a lot of money. To be fair, if some muggy team wants to come along and pay us 60 mil for a 37-year-old Ronaldo, then more for them. We'll snap their hand off, to be fair. As much as I love Ronaldo, fucking hell. He's getting on a bit, and we could look to the future at United, couldn't we? If we can use that money to invest and buy a top-class player, someone to replace Ronaldo, then okay, brilliant. But I don't see anybody paying that money for a big player for a player who's that age. Chrissy says CR7 exposing the Glazers like Ragnick did. Lack of ambition, only care about the cash in their pockets. Spot on, son. The Hunter, thank you very much for subscribing, man. You're so right there, Chrissy J. That's exactly what he's doing here. Chica says CR7 is crucial for next season. Most definitely, this guy's going to score a lot of goals for us. And if he's gone, well, that's going to be a lot of goals we have to replace from somewhere. We don't really have the players in the team to do it. I don't even think Martial and Rashford could score as many goals between them as Ronaldo can score this season. Thank you very much, Vutinator. He says, smash that like button for the pig. Thank you, Vuti. Hi, Pierce Bellamy. What's going on? Hey, pig, swap deal with Timo Werner as bond servant. I'd absolutely rather, again, sit on a bicycle with no seat, lad, than do that, pal. Most definitely. Most definitely do not want Werner at Manchester United. No, thank you. We're getting subscribed to Helen Back, says United till I die. Werner is the German Martial, says Chico Goblin. Garbage. Yeah, I'm not into him either. I'm just not interested in that deal at all. Millicent, hey there, Millicent, says, exactly, Piggy. We should also go to Barca and bring Jong. We don't care if he likes it or not. We should threaten him. Nice one, Millicent. Let's start the intimidation. You know what I'm saying? Let's get what we want. No, I'm just kidding. But look, obviously, the De Jong situation is, look, to be fair, if we go through this whole thing and it turns around, Manchester United and Barcelona have agreed a deal for Frankie De Jong, and De Jong turns around and says, I don't want to play for Manchester United, I'm happy at Barca. I think Frankie De Jong may become public enemy number one for every Manchester United fan in the world, to the point where he would probably receive death threats. I'm just saying, like, you can't do that to us. There must be a verbal communication somewhere already that he wants to play for us, you know, so. He would be public enemy number one if that was the case. So there's the Ronaldo situation update. It's more or less what we've been talking about. The fact that really it's the fact down to the lack of signings and the lack of ambition. This is a big kick up the arse to the Glazers. Let's get a hashtag Glazers outgoing. Never remember that these guys are just in it for the money. Even if they do buy us a lot of players this summer, they're still only in it for the money. So get those shithouses out of the club. Hopefully one day they're still here. But while they're still here, I like the fact that there's a bit of pressure being put on them. Wouldn't surprise me if they want to get rid of Ronaldo real quick now, though. Think about what they did with Rangnick. Rangnick exposed them. Rangnick said that we needed to sign 10 players and the team wasn't good enough. What did they do with Rangnick? He was too real for them. He was too open, too honest. So they sacked him off. They had an agreement in place. He was going to be an interim manager and then go into a consultancy role. That was already pre-set up and preordained. But they sacked it off because they didn't want somebody who was too much of a realist, speaking and saying how it is behind the scenes, and into the public as well. They didn't want that. So they want somebody who's just a complete yes man for them, somebody that's going to give them just the sole focus on finances rather than focusing on the football, I think that's clearly the case by them getting rid of Rangnick. Because the whole point of us getting Rangnick in was for him to provide us with football consultancy. He's supposed to be an expert, somebody that's done great things at various football clubs behind the scenes who can help you to build and get it better in terms of your football club. And he's a realist, so he's saying how it is. Maguire, these guys, they're all not good enough. We need to sign 10 new players. And they didn't like it, guys. They got rid of him. So that goes to show you our level of our owners. That's right, Duncan. The exposed Slabby too. Yep, Himalayan Wanderers loving it. Frey Bentos. Mate, Luke Shaw needs to put those Frey Bentoses down, my son, this summer. You know what I'm saying? Step away from the fray. Disappointing transfer window, Waka Sakram. Definitely, broski. Definitely, broski. Right, let me cover the rest of this information that I've got here tonight then, folks. So, yeah, there's the information in regards to Cristiano Ronaldo. But in regards to some of the other stuff we've got as well, I mean, earlier on, he's told them he wants to leave, of course. Ornstein said that Manchester United have it's the same stance. He's not for sale. So just in regards to Ronaldo, that situation looks complicated. It may be he may want to leave. We may be able to find a new club for him. Perhaps if Barcelona do sign Lewandowski from Bayern, maybe they would want to go and get Ronaldo and they would be prepared to pay a reasonable amount of money for him. Possible, isn't it? All I know is we should absolutely try and stop Ronaldo from leaving. Let him go in a year's time. I know it's not the most beneficial thing for his career at all, because let's face it, he wants to leave for a reason so he can challenge for things. We would essentially be shackling and hindering him, but it would help us. And I'm sorry to say, he is a United player, so it's got to be, we've got to try and get this guy in. Fabrizio's also said that the recent developments don't 100% guarantee that Cristiano Ronaldo will leave in the summer, nor is it an official transfer request, but George Mendes will work on destinations for Cristiano. So it sounds like it's just threatening stuff here to try and get us to sign players. That's what I'm leaning more towards now. So Fab said, recent developments don't 100% guarantee that Ronaldo will leave this summer, nor is it an official transfer request. But George Mendes will work on destinations for Ronaldo. So yeah, it's just a bit of pressure on the Glazers here, I think, just to try and get us some players. I hope so. Thank you so much there, Lookout. I really appreciate you, dude. He says something for the beer fund, Pig. Get in there, Lookout. Thank you so much for the super chat, boss. You're a bloody legend. Let's get a Sue in the chat, man. Thank you so much for everyone going absolutely ham tonight in the chat. Any updates on Danny Ings or James Ward-Prowse? That'll be next week, Madhouse, when all these deals have fallen through, bud. Sir George, how's it going, mate? Welcome in. El Professor as well, the Mog. Thank you all for everybody who's getting in the live chat here, guys. What an evening's events. So the De Jong situation, just to update you on that, guys. I mean, that deal is in somewhat in doubt because of Joan Laporta, the Barcelona president, coming out earlier and saying some comments such as, he doesn't want Frankie De Jong to go anywhere. And there is just some doubts about that situation. I wouldn't worry too much about it because this guy seems like a bit of a bullshitter. And just the fact that he doesn't want him to go doesn't mean he won't go. I mean, what sort of power does he really have over this situation? I mean, they've got financial situation where they need to try and sell and recoup some cash if they want to spend. So therefore, it depends. They might want to keep him, but why talk to us for weeks and weeks and weeks then? The latest on Ericsson, NAS786, it's actually just the same, bud. It's just the same. We're waiting for a decision from him and his team. He should hopefully choose Man United. Just think about this, though. If you're Christian Eriksen and you're sitting watching this at home and you're thinking about maybe the prospects of playing for a real good team and looking to play for United, and you've got Ronaldo and these guys, all of a sudden today, the De Jong deal's in doubt. Ronaldo wants to leave. There's a bit of turmoil at the club. It's not the most attractive place to play at the moment, whichever way you look at it. It's just not. Transfer window smashed in, says Mark Harris. Yeah, basically we need to call the fucking 24-hour emergency glass people, mate. Big Bear 2022. Get in there, my son. What's going on? Yeah, Barca president is BS. I agree, man. Hey there, Ansel Teze. What's going on, bro? How you doing there, my friend? Mind checking our channel, the MJ Show? We just uploaded a new football news. I'll try to, mate, to be honest. I've got 500 people in there, though. So, I'll try to remember, but, it's difficult. Please send me a DM is probably the best place to do it on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll try and check it out there. Otherwise, I will forget. Manny Snooflacky, how you doing? Thank you for getting in here. Says, no Champions League football, mate. This transfer window is going to be a shambles. Yeah, could be right there, mate. To be fair, we've only got a certain amount of people that would want to come to us because of the lack of Champions League competition. You're absolutely right. Michael O'Dell says United are getting mugged off big time, just getting bent over. Okay, we've got a bit of positive news then, guys. So we have an update here in regards to Tyrell Malacia, and we've got an update on when his medical will be. And recent reports have claimed that, it was, of course, held up initially with due to some sort of representation problem, but they had to sort of use an intermediary to conduct the move and get some of the finalizations done, which was all fine, but there was a bit of a delay for that. Feyenoord allegedly receiving 15 million euros and 2 million euros in add-ons. There is expected to be a medical of this guy on Monday, so that's what we've got at the moment. Marcel van der Kraan says the deal is done. And not so complicated at all. So, it's no problems with Malacia. I know the De Jong situation is not looking good. I mean, Romano claims that the second part of the medical will be completed on Monday, and he'll fly to Manchester on Sunday to undergo the first part of his medical tests and pen his contract, and then complete the medical with the second part of the medical on Monday. That's what it is expected to be for Tyrell Malacia. So, feels like that we could get that deal done and announced and actually stood there next to Ten Hag on Monday. But as we discussed, guys, this isn't enough, folks. This is just a little sweetener. This is a cherry on top of an otherwise shit-tasting cake. We have to do some baking in order to get this cake looking good, nice and tasty again. And in order to do that, we have to sign some ingredients, guys. We need a little bit of flour. We need to get a little bit of spice. We need a cheeky bit of some eggs. You know what I mean? We need to go and get out there and to get a shopping list. We've got a shopping list to make a cake. At the moment, we're going to be making a fucking cake with no rise. No, it's going to be a fucking shit show, guys, basically. So it's going to be like one of my cakes. That's basically what's going to happen, guys, unless Manchester United are prepared to spend on some quality ingredients. That's sort of how it goes, isn't it? If you think of it like that. If you were trying to make a cake, what would you do? Would you try and scrimp on all the ingredients? That's what the glazer would do. Hey, you know what? Instead of using an egg, we're going to use a pickled onion. Do you know what I mean? Instead of using flour, we're going to use some dandruff shaved from the head of Avram Glazer. Instead of using fucking a pinch of salt, we're just going to use some fucking smegma. You know what I mean? Like, eventually, guess what? You're not, the cake ain't going to taste very nice, guys. It's going to be horrible tasting pickled onion smeggy cake. That's what happens. If you've got bad ingredients, you're going to come out with a bad product. And unfortunately, that's what United have got at the moment. We've got bad ingredients. We've got Maguire, who's literally kind of like, I don't know, what is Maguire? He's been like trying to make a fucking beetroot cake or something. Just the horror doesn't go together, you know? Social 99. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, sick of pancakes, Piggo. Crep off, lads. Oh, nice one, mate. Please desert us. You know what I'm saying? Lewis says, classic pig. Gillen Fergie would absolutely rinse clubs in the transfer windows. Big time, Primot. No more rice like egg on your face, says Michael Craven. 274 likes. Thank you, Rushmano. Guys, we're nearly at 300 likes. Everyone smash that thumbs up button. Give it a raw like. Let's get this sucker to 300 and get your opinions in it. It does help us out, boosts us out in the YouTube algorithm, helps us compete with the clickbait merchant channels and also the shithouses and the corporations. So please show your support by dropping a thumbs up. It's free. That's all we ask. Twat that like. Give it the old Kung Fu Cantonade treatment. You know it makes sense. They took the cake as dividends, says Tail 7. Smegma Gatto says fire up. Oh, man. No, it's true, though. You wouldn't do it, would you? Like, if you were trying to make an elite cake, right? Let's say you got, I don't know, like one of those posh knobs, like fucking Marco Pierre White or someone like that, or fucking Gordon Ramsay or something, and you're cooking for them on a competition, you would want to use the best ingredients as possible, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be going down, I don't think, to Asda and getting Asda's own value brand of fucking, you know, beans, would you? You push out, you splash the cash on the fucking Heinz. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. But Manchester United, on the other hand, we're happy to use some beans that we found in a fucking can in the back of an alley behind a bin somewhere. You know what I mean? That's what basically Man United are prepared to do. That's the difference. The posh knob says, Chico Goblin, is Rice staying at West Ham, says Big Bear. Do you mean Rice as in the player or Rice as in the food stuff? Because we're on a bit of a tangent. But no, yeah, Rice, I think he's going to be staying there, to be honest, Big Bear. Nobody can afford that guy. They want too much money, don't they? Hey there, Tyra Malasia. What's going on? Welcome in here. Thanks for joining us, bro. Bin Bean, says Revivalizer. Gashtastic. What is Asda? It's just a supermarket over here, Orlando. It's like Walmart. Oh, you want me to end the poll? Okay, let me end the poll, guys, so you can see the chat more. So we can see, I've asked the live chat in a poll, does De Jong sign for United? It's had 700 odd votes, I believe, and I can see now that 44% of the chat says yes, and 56% think that we are not going to sign him now. So I'm going to end the poll there, guys. That's absolutely horrendous. Most of the live chat thinks that De Jong stays at Barca now. Wow. Shit window so far, isn't it? Chocolate salty balls, lad. Hey, Connor Franks. Connor, mate, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel there, Connor. Nice one. Guys, everyone, get your favourite Bacon Brigade emojis in there to welcome Connor Franks. Hell yeah, my son. Thank you very much for supporting the show and being a member of this channel, mate. Get in there. I really appreciate that, Connor. Thank you very much. John Jordan says FIFA later. Do you know what? I'm going to have to piss you all off, guys. I'm so sorry. There's so many people in here expecting FIFA later. It ain't going to happen, guys. I'm absolutely gashed up mentally today. I'm really tired. I only had a few hours sleep last night. I'm just too tired. I'm too melted for it, guys. Honestly, I am too melted for it. You know me. I'm keen to get the streams out and get the grind and keep the grind going. But my brain is absolutely shagged tonight. 44% are right, says Vutanate. I hope so, man. Big Bear, get in there with those Ronaldo emojis. Yeah, Bell691 says Mrs. P is over. Fuck FIFA, says Bell691. Exactly, Mrs. P's here as well. I agree with that. Bell691. You know what I mean? Like, let's face it, after the day we've had, after the stressful day we've had in regards to United, I probably should go shag the missus. Oh dear. Sheepo Goblin, what's going on? Connor Frank's getting those piggy emojis in there. Bit of stress relief, you know what I'm saying? Millicent says, by the way, Piggy, I knew Maguire was going to record himself training. It was just a matter of when, and then boom, recording himself while in the honeymoon. Oh, what sort? Yeah, there you go then. Recording himself in the honeymoon. Well, fair play to Slabbington Maguire, you know. I mean, I personally think that, yeah, we just need to get that guy gone. Mrs. P Stream could be a laugh. She's in the other room, right? She's actually in this room, guys. Isn't that weird? Some people are like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm just doing this news show. Mrs. P's just there. You know, is that weird? She's under the desk right now, guys. No, she's not. You know, I'm kidding. She's across the room. She's across the room. You can clearly tell that by the distance between the microphone. She's across the room. Don't worry, there's nothing sinister going on. But yeah, I'm just doing a news video. She's right in the fucking room, just there, staring at me. No, she's not staring at me. I'm joking. Okay, let's have a look at a transfer update now, folks. Thank you, Daniel Nicholson. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Let's have a look at this then, Rushmano. We'll see what's coming here. So with some links to us, some people linking us to Timo Werner at the moment. Don't want him at all, guys. Let's get a yes or a no in the chat for Timo Werner, everyone. It's a big, fat, juicy no from me. Also, Laurie Whitwell has updated and said when Ajax extended Lisandro Martinez's contract last year, there was an understanding they wouldn't stand in the way of the opportunity to move to the Premier League. Oh, yep, absolutely. So hopefully, if the price is right, they will let him come to us. You're a brave man, says Orlando. Evening there, Talk MU says De Jong is coming to United and Ronaldo. I hope he stays, but it's not the end of the world if he leaves. No, says Talk MU. No, says CZ Bam. Yes, says Big Bear. No, says Orlando Orlano. Hey there, Haroli. What's going on, mate? He says no. Yeah, Werner's crap, isn't he? Werner's not worth the money, says Nick Knack. He's been a big disappointment, I think, since he's come to the Premier League. As we said, we're expecting bigger things from him. Vincent Bullock, thank you so much for the like update. He says 310 likes. Excellent stuff. Thank you so much for getting in here with the likes update. And thank you, everyone, for dropping the like on it. Nice one. Lucky Singh says we need strikers. Well, we certainly do now if Ronaldo's going, eh? In fact, let's ask the chat if you could sign one player, realistic, of course. Don't say Mbappe, don't say Haaland, don't say, Lewandowski. If you could sign one player realistically to replace Ronaldo, if he is sold, who would you bring in? Yeah, I can. Jamie Farmworth. Shout out to your mate Liam. What's going on there, Liam? He's your biggest fan. Shout out to Liam, man. What's going on? Thank you, dude, for getting in the chat. No problemo. Hope you guys are having a good night. Not Bunny says we wasted all this time with De Jong and he's not coming. Barca played us. I don't know. I wouldn't pay attention to their president, mate. He's full of shit, lad. There's a rumor going around about him that he likes to get mashed out of his head on PCP and tweet and talk nonsense on radio stations, mate. That's what I've heard. Just allegedly. Lewandowski says Chico Goblin. Latoro Martinez says Rushmano. Martin Braithwaite says Jassy Singh. Jimenez says Orlando Orlano. Ings says Chris Parker. Don't like any of these picks so far, guys. Kane, I'd take Kane at United, but we won't get him because they got Champions League football. We don't. David from Leo says Callum. Anthony says not Bunny. Osserman's decent. Mobile, Pookie, and Kunku. Jonathan David. Hader, interesting shout, lad. Lewandowski says she can't. Just don't think he would come to us. That's the only problem with him. I'd take him in a heartbeat, but would he come to us based on where we're at the moment? Yeah, I don't know. Viva Ronaldo says Pedro Sanchez. Osserman says Facer LMS. John Carew. What's going on there, brother Barry? Says John Carew. Dybala. Interesting one, Stephen. So Dybala is looking more and more appealing by the day, isn't it, guys? The Dybala situation is looking more and more appealing by the day. It honestly is with Ronaldo. What's going on here? The fact that we need more players. We need an attacker. He's available for a free transfer. Big Bess is Patrick Schick. Yeah, that's also a good shout, my lad. You'll take G-Wolf from the Bacon Brigade. He's stout that one, says Case later. Mrs. P's Red Panty Night. Break out the red panty, says Football Man. Charlie McNeil. Were you thinking we should give it to somebody else then? Ray, one of the youngsters. Herodi says Tony. Okay, right. Do you mean Ivan Tony? Yeah, from Brett. Oh, yeah, Ivan Tony, I'm guessing. I guess you don't mean Tony Marcio, right? Gaz Newton says Bebe. Belotti says Revivalizer. Would like to see Tammy Abraham, says Ash Boy. Oh, now we're really destined for 6th place, lad. Patrick Schick or Mobley, says Daryl. Hey, there's some good picks in there, to be fair, folks. Hey, Ray Carl Brown Amory. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way, lad. He says, I knew it was too good news yesterday. They had to come out today with bad news about Ronaldo and De Jong. Oh, yeah, defo, mate. Definitely, mate. They can't have any positive vibes going on for too long at this football club before somebody pisses all over our parade, mate. You're absolutely right about that. I know, it's a shame, but we thought something bad would be coming at some point. Griffo Chaz says it's a risk, but Tony says, Griffo Chaz, how you doing, Griffo? Great article earlier on, by the way. I pinned it to the top of the live chat on the previous one, but do check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com, to read Griffo's latest article on the Cristiano Ronaldo situation. Zolfi's just subscribed to the channel. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button, my friend. Pulisic, says Simon Granson. Man, if you could do some sort of deals for players like that. Franny Jeffers says fire up. Jemba says Big Bear. David Bellion says, Daryl, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? You know? Okay, Dybala should be done, says Stephen. I mean, I think we could probably get Dybala if we're prepared to pay the money. But again, it's not like my type of signing. I think it's a mercenary type signing. He'd be better off at a club like PSG or something like that, you know. But maybe so. He is a good player, isn't he? Can't really deny he's a very good player. So we would obviously do pretty well there, to be fair. What's that rubbish, Mark Harris? We don't post things from the Mirror in here, boss. The Mirror is an absolute garbage publication. Please leave the links to me, boss. Nice one, thank you. Big Bear says, my serious ones, Dybala and Schick, says Big Bear. Ronaldo won't leave, says Yorkshire Gamer. Yeah, the Mirror's just a gash publication, my friend. Don't worry about that. Dybala will want outrageous wages, says Zach. Bebe says Sim. Haaland says Man City for life. That fella we got on loan, Ollie never played. What was his name, says Rory C. The fella got on loan that Ollie never played. Oh, Igalo, you mean? He did play him, though. Igalo played quite a bit. Well, I remember scoring like 6 goals for us or something. Are we getting to that stage where we're going back to get only an Igalo now? Fucking hell. Things are going bad, guys. Things are going real bad. Luis Saha, right? I'm forgetting. I'm stopping playing this game with you guys now. You're starting to annoy me with your bullshit picks. These guys, no, we can't get any of these guys. Right, so, folks, but yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo's still the guy for me anyway. Forget these other strikers we're talking about. Ronaldo's the guy for me. He's the one we want to bring in. He's the one we've got to keep. We've got to convince him that the project here is one that he can get behind and be part of. So we just have to basically just spend money, get a good team assembled, actually have some ambition, go out there, sign not just De Jong, but sign Tielemans as well. Not just Lissandro, but sign Dumfries as well. You know, why not? Where's the ambition here? We need to have some proper ambition here. So hopefully we can get some of these players through the door, and then that will increase the likeliness that Ronaldo wants to stay and wants to be a part of the team. But until we see that sort of level, those signings progressing, those transfers coming in, I don't think we can really rely on that. Gaitan says, Gungshi, what are you on about, sir? I'm surprised Mark Harris hasn't said Frey Bentos. The laughing salt says Veghorst. Like Ronaldo said, says Lucky Singh, needs players out too. Yeah, well, there you go. That will also be a factor, won't it? How many players we get going out. If we can sign those other players, if we have the ambition to bring in, say, 2 or 3 more players after the ones we're expecting, then we probably do have to sell a few players, but that's no issue. We've got a few players that we can get rid of. There's Tellez who can go, Twanzebe, Phil Jones, Eric Bailly, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Dallo arguably, especially if we're going to sign a right back, etc. So we can generate some cash. Scott McTominay, see you later on, son. If there's a good enough offer and we're prepared to buy De Jong and Tielemans, then we don't need him. Promote Jimmy Garner, we got Fred, we got Donny, we got De Jong, we just don't need him. So there's money that can be generated from selling a couple of players right there and then. There's no good excuse for United not to show ambition this season. I love this from Ronaldo in a way, because it is forcing the situation of showing just how gash that our owners are, that they've got it to this point where, our player who could have made this decision at the start of the window, but was waiting to see how things were going, was waiting to see what the ambition we had, and he's highlighted the fact the ambition and the deals we've done so far at United is crap. So I think it's great. He's highlighted the fact that this is the issue. And if he does go, well, then it would just force the Glazers to go out there and have to spend big money to be able to replace a player like Ronaldo, who we won't be able to replace because he's just too good. But to replace a player like Ronaldo, they'll have to spend. So I think it's good in one way. Hopefully we see some more signings now push through. Hopefully they can actually have a bit of an ambitious push now and try and sign players. So look, we can still attract the top players. We don't want players like Christian Eriksen being put off at coming at United either. You know, it's ridiculous. We've got to move in the market. Absolutely lucky Singh. Would I sell Rashford? Not at the moment, unknown, to be honest, or not at the moment, because it's just too important that we've got players in those positions that can play as a backup striker and also as a winger. We don't have a lot of players there already. So I would say no at the moment. Give him a chance this season. Let's see if he can come back to being his best. If he can't, see you later on, son. Eriksen, mine for me, says Lucky. Eriksen would be an excellent signing. Once we've announced that, we'll be feeling a bit happier as well. Eriksen, De Jong, Malacia. That's a decent start if we can get it over the line. There's still some question marks about whether or not that De Jong deal is actually in doubt now. And Nkunku would be a nice sign-in, to be honest, Ghost 98. Or Anthony. It depends on the prices. If they want 70 or 80 mil for Anthony, it's too much money. It really is. I would rather go for somebody cheaper. If you can get Nkunku for a bit cheaper, then that'll probably be better. What about Neymar, says Millicent? Nah, not for me. I hate Neymar, to be honest. I wouldn't say I hate him. That's too strong of a word. But I don't like what he stands for. I don't like the mercenary nature. I don't like the fact he pissed off the PSG just for money. I don't like the fact that he, is a diver, is a cheater, is a crier. I don't like it. I like my footballers to be men, and he's a little melt. He is though, isn't he? He's always cheating, rolling around, diving around on the floor, simulating stuff. I don't like it. Don't like it. We've got enough of that with Bruno Fernandes. You know what I mean? We don't need another player doing that sort of stuff. Our midfield can't be McFred, exactly. Neymar gets unified easily, says Orlando. Eriksen and Tony, says Herodi. Would be decent, yeah. Yorkshire Gamer says Man United just don't have the pulling power no more. Plus, they not in the Champions League. That's why Ronaldo wants to leave. Yep. He's a pro. He's a serious top-tier player, isn't he? He wants to play in the top competitions. Mark Harris says, thank you for the super chat, Mark. He says, Frey Bentos, PS, there's no money for deals, only Zayn. Oh my goodness me. Pretty much the case at the moment. I wonder why they are doing why they are slacking so badly, Marky Harris Land. Do you reckon it's finally got to them? Do you think Luke Shaw's pie budget's just cutting in too much of the budget, lad? I hear that Luke Shaw was costing the club somewhere in the region of 1.2 to 1.5 million pounds a week just on Frey Bentos pies, lad. 333 likes, says Vincent Bullock. Nice. Guys, smash that like. Get us to 350 likes if you haven't done so. That'd be much appreciated. Just going to have a look at the updates that have come in real quick here. See what's happened in the last few minutes. There is one. Let's have a look at this. Interesting. So Manchester Evening News have got an article on their website which says that Manchester United fans react as Cristiano Ronaldo asked to leave. And apparently a lot of people are saying just go. So just go to Cristiano Ronaldo. Let him go. Interesting. You know what? I say, no, don't let him go. I say, please don't go. Please don't go. No, I really don't want him to go, mate, to be honest. It's just, he's just too good. He's just too good. Cristiano, if you've got to go away, I don't think I could take the pain. Won't you stay another game? Oh, don't leave me alone like this. Leaving now would surely kind of take the piss. So please don't go away. Stay now. Don't you know we've come too far now? No, I really want him to stay there, I don't want him to go anywhere, guys. Well, let's have a vote in the chat. Stay or go, guys. Stay or go. What you saying? Nice one, must play. Oh, Simon Cowie getting in there with a super chat. Thank you, Simon. He says, Pig, I say Eric Ten Hag needs to sit Ronaldo down and tell him he's a legend. But he is not bigger than the club. And if he doesn't like that, then show him the door and sign Dybala and Belotti for free. Interesting, Simon. I like that, to be fair. I mean, I could see Dybala and Belotti for free, laying the smack down. I mean, it's not very good timing, this, in some ways, is it? I mean, maybe kick up a fuss after we've got De Jong done and after we've got a couple more deals. I'm maybe trying to push them through. But clearly we're working on these deals. So, I don't know, Simon. I mean, I think Ronaldo's within his rights to get this going as early as possible. Maybe he didn't feel this way a few weeks ago, but because of the lack of ambition in the window, this is how he's honestly feeling right now, that he maybe wants to leave. I don't really blame him for wanting to leave, but maybe you're right. Maybe, look, they need to have a conversation, don't they, him and Ten Hag. He needs to try and convince him, in my opinion, to stay. But if Ronaldo doesn't want to stay, then, look, I guess you don't want a one-away player around. It's just that I personally think, even if he was unhappy, he's still better than anybody we can get in terms of scoring goals for us right now. So I really wanted to stay. Rubel says stay. Go says look out. Go to Spurs says Aroni. Go if he's not happy, says Chris Barker. I say stay even if he's miserable. Nick Knack says go. Vincent says stay. Duncan Belifo says stay. Stay 100% says Woody. Batman says stay. Amit says stay. Stay one more season says Rushy. Should I stay or should I go? That's right, Ty FX. Exactly. So he's got to make up his mind. Will he be here come the end of the window? I hope so, but only time will tell, folks. Will there be an offer in for a club like Bayern? He won't be going to a rival club in the Premier League. He won't do that to us. I'm pretty sure he won't. But if there is a good offer from someone like Bayern, I wouldn't begrudge him going, in all fairness. Because if that offer came in and if it was a sizable offer, 40 or 50 mil, and United accepted it, well, he's one away, isn't he? And it gives him what he wants. It gives us what it doesn't. It actually stitches us up massively. It gives us money to buy a new player, but problem is we can't buy any good players at the moment. Maybe Dybala on a free note, like Simon said. What do you reckon, guys? Dybala, yes or no? Would you take him, yes or no? On a free like. He's on a free like Simon said. So what are you saying? Should not stay if we don't do 6 to 7 good signings, says Taran Kumar. Yeah, I agree, bud. If he's not going to have the backing and the ambition proven by everyone, then it's going to be tough to convince him to stay. No, says Duncan. No, says Vuti. No, says Chris Barker. Yes, says Lucky Singh. Yo, Amida Red, what's going on? Mark Oliver says, of course, get Dybala in his class. Dybala going to Inter, says Diamond. Lucky says yes. Take anyone with a pulse, says Scott Berg. No, says, hey, Illa United, how are you doing in here? Great to see you, bud. Yorkshire Gamer says yes. It's a bit of split on Dybala. Me, personally, I'd rather get somebody else because, I mean, what is he? He's actually he's pretty good as he's like 28. I mean, let's have a look at his goals and stuff. I'm pretty sure he got quite a shitload of goals this last season just gone as well. Not a bad amount. So he's now officially a free agent, of course, Argentina international. His Juventus contract came to a close. Inter CEO Giuseppe Murato has recently confirmed that the club are in talks to sign him, but are yet to reach an agreement. He said, we've done many surveys, but now we're in the phase in which we have to make a decision and try to formalise the operation. So Inter are definitely in for Dybala. But Arsenal also said to have made contact recently as well. According to ESPN, Juventus had initially offered Dybala 160k a week offer before changing terms following their January acquisition of Dusan Vlahovic, which led to the attacker deciding to leave. Also, Newcastle United and Tottenham Hotspur have also been linked to this guy earlier on in the window, but they're not thought to be currently contenders for the signature of this guy. Man United, of course, are linked because we let the likes of Eddie Cavani go, Jesse Lingard, Juan Mata, all on free transfers. We need some attacking options. We could have Ericsson coming in, but I mean, this guy's obviously a proper goal scorer. If you look at he's left. This is his record. Dybala was in strong form for Juventus the last season just gone. He found the net on 15 occasions in 39 appearances in all competitions and had 6 assists. So contributions of 21 and 39 in all comps. Not terrible. He left them with a record of 115 goals and 48 assists in 293 appearances, which is a pretty decent record again. Winning 5 Serie A titles, 4 Coppa Italia crowns and 3 Italian Super Cups. So somebody who knows a thing or two about winning, and he's got a decent goals record. I suppose if the price is right, if he's not asking for a ridiculous amount of money, then I probably would take him in all fairness, just because we need some players who can score goals, don't we? I mean, we have had Edinson Cavani go out of the team. We haven't replaced him, so we do need goals, Lucky Singh. Cristiano to Barcelona, says Blizzard down, mate. How funny would that be? If they just sack off. Mate, how funny would that be if they just sack off their interest in Robert Lewandowski and go in for a swap with Ronaldo? Thing is, though, he's never going to go to Barcelona again because of the Real Madrid link. Thank you for subscribing there, Anton M, mate. Nice one, bro. If you're new to the channel, like Anton, please do hit that subscribe button, folks. We're on here every night and every day, giving you the latest Man United news, folks, so get yourself involved. Crikey, is that the time already? Holy shit, the Bedved, Pavel, Nedved. You know what, guys? We're only 40 subscribers. It's been a mad day on the channel today, guys. We're 40 subscribers, 40, away from 59,500. That is absolutely unbelievable. Thank you all for watching and subscribing. Get yourself subscribed. Get yourself in the chat. Right, it's Q&A time. So there's basically all the news, folks. I think that's pretty much all the news. Some fans are saying, you know, just let him go. But a lot of fans saying, stay. I want him to stay. I want us to do the very most that we can to try and keep Ronaldo here. That means spending money. That means being ambitious. That means getting the other deals like De Jong done, Eriksen done, you know, trying to convince Ronaldo and trying to convince us and everybody else that we do actually mean business this year. We're not just prepared to just fanny around and fight for fourth spot. We've actually got some ambition to win stuff. That's fair, perfectly fair enough for him and everybody else. Right, let's get into the chat for a Q&A, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Let's have a look at your... Oh, shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shut down. Are you sure you wish to exit? No. Almost end of the stream then, folks. Holy shit. We're still going. Nice. Right, yep. Let's get in the live chat, see what you legends got to say for yourselves about any of the topics we discussed in this video. Please do have your say now. Now's the time. Ray UK says Andy Carroll on a free transfer. Lewandowski still available. I don't think he'd come to us, though, boss, in all fairness. Look, I would get Lewandowski in a heartbeat, but again, as I've mentioned many times, I just think he's looking for a Champions League style club, isn't he? He wants to play the top level. He's not really looking. It's like Ronaldo. Ronaldo's wanting to go because it's not a top sort of competition that he's able to play in. Croydon Terry says CR7 could go to Chelsea. Some links in regards to that, but he's not going to stitch us up like that and go to a rival, I don't think. Hey there, Simon Lee. What's going on? Vincent says, should I stay or should I go? You should definitely stay. We will never sell CR7 to Chelsea. Definitely not A-Barb. Exactly. The ball's in our court. We don't have to accept an offer from them. Trust me, we don't have to accept an offer from them. Would you swap him for Kante, guys? Yes or no? Kante and De Jong in midfield, anyone? Blizzard Down thinks Lewandowski's already a Barcelona player. Hey there, Simon Lee. Anyway, what's going on? Simon Karras says, Pig, Barcelona get hurt no matter who they sign. Because if they spend €1, they lose 4. So every 1 minute is spent is 4 million loss. Oh, yeah, they're an absolute shit show, my son. Red Cafe Meltdown tonight, says Mark Oliver. Terrible few hours, Piggy, says Lancer. Yeah, Mike. Princess Rashford think he's better than Ronaldo, for fuck's sake, says Mike. I am still optimistic, Naz786. I am, yeah. Why the hell not? Why the hell not, Butter? It's just... The problem is, I'm just trying to stay optimistic and hope that Ronaldo's trying to do this to increase the chances of us signing players and to put a bit of pressure on, you know? Mrs. P. Cake Bandit getting in the chat. What's up, Mrs. P? Say hello, Mrs. P. Hello. She's tied up, guys. No, she's not. She's not. Yeah, Robo 2009 says, yes, what's going on? Away Safdar says he has to stay. We're finished without him. The egos of Maguire and Rashford will be back. Dickheads, aren't they? He knows he's a legend, Piggy, says Millicent. Chep Karai, thank you so much, Millicent. But as we'll be optimistic until it's slammed shut, which is a few weeks ago, yeah, says Nick Knack. Bacon Boys assemble, says Lancer. Martin McGrath says, if Eric Ten Hag doesn't win in preseason games, is the pressure on? No, it doesn't even matter really, does it? If we win all the games in preseason and then he loses all the games at the start of the season, that's what's going to cause the pressure. Whereas if we lose the games in preseason but win the start of the season, we'll have a good start to the season. We've got to try and have a positive start to the actual competitive Premier League campaign, I think. We need to up our game, says Lucky. Chelsea offer 92 million for De Jong, says Mike. Oh, that would be horrendous, wouldn't it? We won't let Ronaldo join any Premier League club. It has to be Europe or no move. Definitely, Simon. Totally. Shakira going to Manchester, says Blizzard Down. Hope so. Mark Oliver says, tied up. I thought the BDSM nights are on Thursday, says Mark Oliver. Every night's BDSM night. No, I'm joking. Ian Dawn says, hope the handcuffs are fluffy if you have tied her up, Pig, says Ian Dawn. Tied up in a Ronaldo shirt. Long night ahead, says Toby-Wan Kenobi. Ronnie wants Champions League. He's fishing, says Chris Barker. Definitely true. Bayern Munich represents the most sense for him, in my opinion. Rashford and co. wasted a season of learning from one of the GOATs, says Lancer. Defo, that was pathetic. De Jong wants to stay at Barca, says Johnny M. Says their President Joan Laporta, but I wouldn't really pay too much attention to him, man. You know what I mean? Like, the deal's already Look, I love this response by Fab earlier. Look at this. So somebody said, if you missed this earlier on, somebody said to Fabrizio Romano on Twitter, don't give us any update about De Jong anymore. We're fucking tired and sick of that shit. And he said, the situation for De Jong is the same since last Monday, mate. Agreement close with Barca. Personal terms, not even discussed yet. I'm not the one who told you we'll be done within the 30th of June. I always said it would take time, and it's not agreed on player side. So there you go. He's pretty clear that there's still an agreement in principle between the two clubs, and it's just really down to a couple of other things holding up the deal, and we need to get personal terms agreed. So I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have got to this stage, and this is where we find out if De Jong wants us or not. Surely that's not the case. Surely there's going to be a whole bunch of, conversations that have been had and assurances that have been made by De Jong or his representatives or whoever in order to convince us that we should be even wasting our time with the deal. Mate, thank you, Bell69, when he says 505 viewers, hit the like. Thank you, Bell. Yeah, please do smash that thumbs up. How many likes do we want then? 364. Sue. We're not going to be able to say that soon, are we? Sue. It's a sad day. But hit the like button. Let's see if we can get 400 likes. That's the target. That is the target for the show. Drop a like on it. Let's be having you. Yeah, I'm up for definitely Daniel Nicholson. I hate these Glazers. I think that anything that anybody can do to protest or, just to boycott them in any way. Stop buying merchandise, stop buying MUTV subscriptions, of course, make a stand. Like, I understand people want to watch Man United. So, like, if you're a season ticket holder, I'm not expecting you to get rid of your season ticket, right? They're hard to come by. You're a supporter of the club. You love the club. You are giving Glazers money, but it's not the biggest income for them. And anyway, really, it's like, why should you have your life and your entertainment also be ruined just because the owners of the football club are shite? I don't think that's really... But what you can do as a season ticket holder is you can talk with your feet, like when they do those staged protests. So for the first 17 minutes of the game, you don't go and take your seat. That way the game, you're not missing the whole game, but that way the 17 minutes is clear. If everybody in the stadium didn't come in until the 17th minute, well, it does send a pretty big message. If only a few people do it, it doesn't send as big a message as possible. So it's got to be a collective thing. I would not go to the games, as Lucky Singh, stuff that. Nah, fair play, man. I mean, I feel that, but if a lot of people are like season ticket holders and that's what they want to do is be entertained with the football at the weekend, they can't expect them to just get rid of that because they love it. it's part they love it. Like there's loads of season ticket holders who watch this channel, and sorry to say, but you can't expect them to not go and watch the thing that they love at the weekend every week. It's the fact is they want to see better from it. They want to see the owners actually have ambition and actually run this club properly, and ideally just get out, because we know they can't, and we know what they're in for. So really, we just need them to sell it. Yeah, Mitch Clark says halt games. Yeah, I mean, that's possible. Look at that impact that was had when there was that Manchester United-Liverpool game that was postponed because Manchester United fans had, of course, encircled the stadium, and it didn't go ahead for a while, did it? That's the thing. Had to be rearranged and all that kind of stuff. So you've got to say that people power is still big. Mitch Clark, what's going on, my son? I hope you're good tonight, dude. Get in there, you handsome bastard. Yep, stop buying merch, says Rob, absolutely. Who would be my alternative to De Jong, says Lancer? If I couldn't get De Jong, I'd go and get Ruben Neves and Tielemans. I think you should be getting one or the other as well as De Jong anyway. But I'd get Ruben Neves because he's proven in the Premier League and he's somebody that can play that, deep line playmaker role for you as well. But I'd also get Tielemans as well. I'd get Neves and Tielemans. Lookout says, wish it would make a difference, Pig, but with the protest of not buying much, the Asian market would fill the gaps. There's a problem. Get Elon Musk to buy United. Definitely Lookout. We need new owners. Yes, this is it. You can only hurt them so much as well, because think about how they make their money. It's not like 20, 30 years ago where most of, or a lot of their revenue is coming from things like the match day revenue. A lot of their money, they do make millions of pounds every single match day, Man United, but a lot of the money is coming from commercial deals, sponsorships, TV deals, TV rights. A lot of the money's just coming from those avenues, so they're okay. Even if the fans just had an empty stadium every week, they'd probably still be in profit. It's tough, isn't it? The game in PS5 says, yeah, Neves and Tielemans. Good shout. Yep, Jim Radcliffe in, says Rushmano. Absolutely. Hey, look, anyone, I would love Elon Musk. I really would. Get the old Tesla sponsorship. Get him to deliver the match ball with a rocket. It'd be fucking amazing. Solar panels all on the stadium, powering all the electrics within the stadium. You know, it'd be fantastic. All the players rocking up in these Tesla cars with their Tesla phones. Get a satellite above the stadium. You know, it'd be amazing. It'd be absolutely amazing. That's what we need. Somebody like that who's a bit wacky and has ambition to come and take us to the next level, mate, because our owners will never do that. We've gone over this again. Even if they did spend 200 million this summer, they're not the right people to take us to being successful. They've proven that with their awful management of this club, and clearly how they suck and siphon money out of this club in regards to sending off stock options, in regards to, you know, paying out dividends when it's not really, in my opinion, warranted. They've shown themselves to be money-grabbing bastards. Elon Musk cartel client, fuck that guy. Mark Harris, I like Elon Musk, to be fair. I think he would be a great owner for United. You know why? Because he's a super duper billionaire, mate. And he doesn't do things by halves. And that's what we need. We need somebody that's going to have ambition to try and come in and get this team to be pretty legit, you know, to be pretty legit again. And that's going to take a lot of investment and a bit of an ambitious mind. And, you know, I don't want us to sell our club to another owner who's just going to fleece us. Sometimes the grass isn't always green on the other side. It has to be the right new owner. Yes, Tesla as a sponsor on the kit. I could see that, Batman. Yeah, if not Tesla, then, you know, get a cheeky little bit of, what's the other one he's got, mate? that brain one. Neuralink on the arm. You know what I'm saying? Neuralink. Elon's the GOAT, says Pedro Sanchez. Tesla take to stop them from bumping into each other, says Jeanette Pugh. That's it. Maybe you can even get some like technology created by them to try and work out a way to make the team better. You take Elon, says Pig Teats, me too. Bruce Wayne is perfect, says Chris Barker. Yeah, interesting. Mark Oliver says, for those interested, take a look at Deloitte Money League. Fantastic stuff about clubs' financial situations. Nice one, bro. Dua God says, British player needs to go. This player have no technical ability and football knowledge that the modern players need. Also, Elon Musk is horrible, man. A manipulated person, so no. So, okay, well, look, I don't know what you're really referencing there, but in regards to technical ability and football knowledge, English players do still have some of that, mate. It's a bit harsh to generally bandy every single English player with having no technical ability. But I tell you what, it has been a little while since a player like maybe, I don't know, like, you know, like Gaza or someone's come along, like one of those, or Wayne Rooney was, you know, Wayne Rooney was another absolute beast. We are due like a superstar, aren't we? Is it Foden? Don't know, don't think so. Maybe Greenwood was going to be that guy, but nah. Yeah, this club's dysfunctional not to be able to sign anyone. Absolutely, Taran. Could put Neuralink in the player's head and then he could control them like playing FIFA, says Ian Dawn. That's the dream. El Professor says, to be honest, I'd take Mr. Bean over Slabby. Elon Musk in, says Lambretta Dad. Well, if not Elon Musk, then just some rich mother chuff like bloody, what's his face? Jeff Bezos. I'd be quite happy to be sponsored by Amazon as well. I don't give a toss anymore. Mr. Bean is a legend, says Mrs. P. Cake Bandit. Check odds checker for Ronaldo and De Jong. Interesting, says Alex Walker. Just let us know, Alex. Brian Robson was beast for United, says Batman. Yeah, I know, Kingsley. I hate talking about it, to be honest. I'm done with it, mate. We need a bastard like Neves, says Primot. Definitely Primot, mate. Oh, 100%. Let's sign a couple of bastards in this one. I agree. Greenwood's a terrible shame, says Chris Barker. I do think one day Rooney will be back at the club in some capacity, Selfo Sarri. I don't know if he'll ever be coach, but maybe he will one day, mate. Absolutely. Maybe he will. Ahmed Malakasadi says Johnny Depp. Simon says, Pig, if we want the Glazers out, we need to find a rich person that's mad to pay the Glazers 8.9 billion. Mate, they'll sell him for less than that. I know you keep saying 8.9. They'll sell him for less than that, bro. Of course they will. Of course they will. They only paid 800 mil for it, and it's still 500 million in debt. They would absolutely snap your hand off for 5 billion, I reckon, pal. Yeah, Andrea Bellotti on a free transfer, or Dybala. Yeah, that's right, hardstyle games. They're being considered at the moment. It's understood. It's understood United are now turning our attentions to looking at forwards because of course, the situation with Ronaldo maybe looking to go. Harry Calguire, Victoria's Secret Burger, Shaw, Trashaka out, says in the United. Too jealous, says Taran. Yeah. They're in deep, says Lucky. If we want the Glaze out, we need to do a proper protest and get games cancelled, not just sing outside the stadium. You're right, STB Mitchell. When we did that thing with that Liverpool game, it did seem to have an impact. Guys, I've just seen the time. It's actually past midnight. Listen, I'm going to wrap this video up right here, everybody. But there's so many legends and legendesses in it, I almost don't want to end. But I'm going to have to end the video because it's late. It's gone after midnight. But everyone, do us a mad favor before you go. Drop that like on this video. Get us to 400 likes. We're nearly there. We're only 17 away. Smash that like button if you've been saving it for the end. If you haven't done it yet, now's the time. Also, it's free. That's all we ask. So drop a cheeky little like on it. Also, hit the old subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If it's your first time hearing this show, everybody's welcome in the community, as long as you're not complete Tim the Toolman Taylor. So get yourself in here and have your say every single day and every single night with the latest goings on. You know it, Mr. Marky Harris, lad. Lancer says, good night, Piggy. Thank you, Kick-Ass. It's Red Panty Night. Break out the red panties. Toby, One Kenobi, STB Mitchell. Guys, usually I would do a FIFA Saturday night. It's been a long old time since I have not done a FIFA on a Saturday night. But I've been doing a lot of speaking today. My voice is raw. My lips are cracked. And I just need to chill the fuck out, guys, and give the missus one. Suey. Good night, then, Hans. Good night, Eddie Trooper. Good night, STB Mitchell. Good night, Football Mad and Mrs. P and Jeanette Pugh and Orlando Arellano and Lucky Singh, Vutinator, Kingslayer, United Till I Die, Ryan, Michael Craven, Rob MFC, Steve Wild, Martin McGrath, Mikhail Kramer. Hope you're good, Mikhail legend. Gungshi as well. Have a great night. Yeah, let's hope for better news tomorrow. Hopefully some players coming in, Gungshi. Surely there's a player coming in soon. Yep, watch your film, says Lucky Singh. Netflix and chill. Thank you, Rushmano. Have a great night, you bloody legend. Thank you for all the updates throughout the show as well, you hero. The Hoop Man, have a great night as well. Saif Al-Sari, have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Daryl, says most consistent YouTuber ever. Thank you very much, Daryl. You're the man. Thank you so much, dude. Cheers, everyone. Thank you, Gungshi. Have a wonderful evening. Hoop Man, John Allen, Saif Al-Sari, Mrs. P, Daryl, Tails7. Oh, Zamy Yassi's got a super chat in the live chat. Another ha-ha laughing emoji, Zane. Well, I'm just going to flip that right back on you, Zane, because let's have a look at your signing so far, mate. Gabriel Jesus. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Zane Miyasi, you're having a stinker, lad. Thank you so much for the super chat there, my son. Let's get a Sue in there for him. And Simon Cowie sent another super chat as well. He says, Pig, the Glazers confirmed themselves they won't accept less than that's official, mate. Yeah, but that's bullshit, mate. That's like saying we want 100 million for Cristiano Ronaldo. They're not going to get that for him, Simon. Come on, Simon. Get with the program, Simon. I'm just kidding. But no, they'll definitely take... So you don't think they'll take 8.7 billion for him then? They'll only take 8.9, right? You don't think they take 6 billion for United tomorrow? I'm telling you now. They would step over their own nanny to shake your hand for that fucking price tag tomorrow, mate. I don't care what anybody says. 8.9 billion, 6.9 billion, 5.9 billion, 4.9 billion. They'll sell you the club. It just needs somebody to come in and pay that sort of level of money. But I disagree. Guys, how much do you think it would take in billions for Man United to be bought from the Glazer shithouses? Anyway, right, we're going to wrap it up, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. 5 likes off of 400. Keep smashing it up. Hit that subscribe. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. Check out the website as well, which is unitedflyinghigh.com for your latest news and all the latest goings on, folks. So do get yourself in here. 10 billion says Mike. 5 billion says Tails. 5 says Gangshi. 5 says Nat. The correct answer is 5. The correct answer is 5, guys. There is no FIFA tonight, Enigma 47. Sorry to say, but no. I'm actually going to be on tomorrow night again now, though. I'm having to take the night off, bro, because I'm shattered in the head. Simon Granskin says 5. Batman says 5. 5. Yep, we need 5 billion quid to buy this football club, guys. Let's have a whip round. Thank you, Simon Cowie. Have a great night. Thank you all so much for all your super chats and everyone who's got in here tonight. Guys, thank you to the members. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to everyone who's chatting in this live chat at the moment. Thank you to all the viewers. The channel is growing, so thank you everyone who's been supporting the show and been here for either a day or a decade. Thank you all for watching. Cheers, Nassim Frank. Cheers, Jason Brown, Kingslayer, Mikhail, Rob, Vincent, Ryan, Flying Pig United fan, Connor Matthews, Simon Cowie, Duncan Belifo, Chris Parker, Rush Marno, and everybody else. Smash that subscribe button, folks. Hit that bell icon so you get notifications when we post. We'll be back tomorrow giving you all the latest updates. Thank you so much there, Chris Parker, and Lookout, and Simon, and Amida, and the Vutinator, the Sleeping Dragon, and everybody else as well. Thank you for tuning in. Good night, Tommy Borderhill. Good night, Kickass and STP Mitchell. Everyone, Cheers. That's it for the show. Please don't go, Ronaldo. Please don't go. Please stay, Cristiano. And hopefully we see some new deals coming tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully this has forced the Glazers' hand and we see a little bit of business being done now by United. We need to get some bloody ambition. We'll give you all the latest. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers, Gungers. You have a great night, my friend. Thank you, Face LMS, Primot, you legend, OHP, Mrs. P, Mark Oliver, Simon Cowie, Nas, Louis, Bell, Mark Oliver, Mikhail Kramer, Connor Matthews, A-Bub, and everybody else as well. Have a wonderful night, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with the news. Stay classy. Have a good one. And come on, United, sort your bloody lives out, you melters. See you soon. Suey?